Oguntoye. It's Nigeria's 64th independence anniversary, and President Bola Tinubu has appealed to Nigerians to remain patient as the reforms will soon show positive results. In a nationwide broadcast earlier today, President Tinubu announced a 30-day youth conference to address the growing challenges of young people. TVC News State House correspondent Femi Akonde has details.
President Bola Tinubu's nationwide broadcast begins with an acknowledgement of the prevailing economic hardship in the country and an assurance that his administration is aware and working to alleviate the sufferings.
Once again, I plead for your patience as the reforms we are implementing show positive signs, and we are beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
But again, the president also admits that 64 years after independence, the journey of nationhood has recorded modest success.
We have learned to embrace our diversity and manage our differences better as we continue to work towards engendering a more perfect union.
President Bola Tinubu says the economy is undergoing the necessary reforms and retooling to serve Nigeria better and more sustainably.
If we do not correct the physical misalignment that led to the current economic downturn, the country will face an uncertain future and the peril of unimaginable consequences.
This year's commemoration of the 64th independence anniversary is celebrated low-key because of recent events in Borno State and other parts of the country where floods have caused severe devastation. But it appears this will be the last time the country will be hit with such severe impact of floodings.
We approved a disaster relief fund to mobilize private and public funds to help us respond faster to emergencies. Our government has also ordered the integrity test of our dams in the country to avert future disasters.
President Bola Tinubu says Nigeria must remain mindful of the next generation as it seeks to galvanize their creative energy towards a better future.
This conference will be a platform to address the diverse challenges and opportunities confronting our young people, who constitute more than 60% of our population. It will provoke meaningful dialogue and empower our young people to participate actively in nation building by ensuring that their voices are heard in shaping the policies that impact their lives.
The current administration says it has improved on fiscal responsibility and also reduced the debt burden of the country, while it continues to meet all its obligations and pay its bills.
We inherited a reserve of over 33 billion 16 months ago. Since then, we have paid back the inherited forex backlog of 7 billion. We have cleared the ways and means debt of over 30 trillion naira. We have reduced the debt service ratio from 97% to 68%. Despite all this, we have managed to keep our foreign reserve at 37 billion.
Overall, President Bola Tinubu calls for understanding as his administration continues the difficult journey of implementing necessary economic reforms, which, according to government data, are already beginning to yield results. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.
Nigeria's 64th independence anniversary was celebrated low-key because of the prevailing economic situation and devastation caused by floods in Borno State and other parts of the country. But a military event to commemorate the Independence Day was held inside the presidential villa. We have more in this report.
President Bola Tinubu arrived at the the presidential villa, escorted by the police mounted troops and the guard brigade bagpipers. He first inspected the quarter guard before mounting a platform to take the national salute. President Bola Tinubu is here as the special guest of honor and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He inspected the full guard of honor mounted by members of the Presidential Guards Brigade. Later, President Bola Tinubu and his guests were treated to a military spectacle. The Color Party also took the flags of the armed forces on patrol as an indication of their readiness to defend the sovereignty and integrity of Nigeria. Later, there was a silent drill by the platoon of the Guards Brigade. The purpose is to exemplify the discipline and professionalism of the Nigerian Army, featuring the synchronization of steps and mastery of weapons. Beyond the military drill, President Bola Tinubu's guests looked regal as they were mostly clad with of the national attire unveiled by the First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu. The fabric, designed by a 25-year-old graduate of the University of Ibadan, was picked after a competition organized by the Renewed Hope Initiative. This is seen as a symbol of national unity.
If we are to become...
The president's message in a statewide broadcast resonated here among cabinet members and other invited guests. It was an acknowledgement of the prevailing challenges in the country.
The youth, like the president also duly recognized, constitute over 60% of our population by demography. And I believe that the time to listen to the youth is not just when they are on the streets protesting. If we could hear them loud and clear when they are protesting, we should be able to even hear them louder when we are all seated.
And for the first time in the history of this country, we have a president that listens to us. We have a president that when we go to and we go and plead and said this is what we want, he's ready to listen.
The military parade in commemoration of the country's 64th anniversary was also beyond this. It depicted the strength, capacity and professionalism of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The anniversary cake cut by President Bola Tinubu in commemoration of Nigeria's 64th independence anniversary. This is also symbolic of the national cake or the Commonwealth of Nigeria, which President Bola Tinubu says his administration will ensure everyone gets a piece of it. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.